Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Kurt on Cougs. A little post-game cooldown from the Cougars win over the West Virginia Mountaineers. This was quite an interesting game. A lot happened. To start with, first of all, the good. What was really good in this game? For one thing, Bear Bachmeyer continues to impress. Also in this game, showed off a little more range with a few more deep passes. Had a couple nice ones to Chase Roberts. Also had a really good one to Parker Kingston. And overall, he just looked very poised. Also was running the ball very well. Great game for the freshman. Two receivers that showed out a lot as well were Chase Roberts with 161 yards. He was killing it. And then Parker Kingston also had over 100 yards in this game. So, really good job there. This BYU defense only really allowed one long West Virginia drive on them all game long, which I'll say is pretty good. Honestly, West Virginia, not going to lie, seemed to have some decent talent on offense, some fast dudes. So I was pretty impressed by that. And now taking a little look over at what wasn't so good. So the way I see this game, 95% of the game, BYU played really well. And, really, really well. Totally dominant, totally destroying West Virginia. Arguably best performance of the season. The other 5% of the time, though, just shooting themselves in the foot. Weird penalties. The interception, both the fumbles. Definitely just, I don't know, errors that just don't need to happen. And, of course, it's tough to see those. But I feel like the Cougars can fix them. But in the meantime, you got to make sure that you do that. Because, in a game against a team like West Virginia, yeah, you can afford a couple turnovers. You can afford a late hit penalty. But once you get to games against, better teams like Texas Tech, Iowa State, you're not going to have as much cushion there. So I feel like it's going to be really important that they, figure that out over these next few weeks before you get into that tougher competition. Probably worst news of the night is Jack Kelly getting injured. Really sad to see it. He's been playing very well this year. This is a guy that chose to come back to BYU instead of entering the draft. So, definitely hoping, praying that he'll be all right. In the meantime, BYU's depth is going to be tested a little bit at linebacker. I feel like this is a position they are pretty well set at. Still, though, of course, definitely concerning. And, that was definitely put a big damper on the night. Overall, what I think this means moving forward, though, overall as a game, is, BYU still undefeated, still very much in the race for the Big 12 title. There's a team that's still figuring some things out, but honestly, I feel like, in a way, these games can be good, depending on how you treat them. Hopefully this is a game that, helps BYU realize they still got a lot of work to do, a lot of progress to make, still got to lock in a little more if they want to have a real shot at winning the Big 12. And, I feel like, honestly, if they can just fix the issues they've had with these silly little mistakes, then I think they have the potential to do very, very well this season. Now, of course, that's a big if, but I personally want to be a little optimistic about it. So, that's my take on this game. Be excited to see what the Cougars do in the polls this next week if they move up. Going into a big matchup at Arizona, arguably toughest test of the season there. So looking forward to it. Let's go Cougs. And also, a little plug in for General Conference today. So watching a lot of TV typically on Saturdays. This Saturday can be a little different.